As we head into the seventh day of war in Israel and Gaza, people are coming together to rally for peace and for an end to suffering. Hundreds of supporters of two groups, Women Wage Peace and Women of the Sun, respective Israeli and Palestinian movements, which were established after the Gaza War of 2014. They converged at a rally in Jerusalem on Wednesday in support of a resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Women, a lot of them mothers, rallied, carrying banners that read, "Israeli and Palestinian mothers changing reality," and others that passed a message about children and their right to grow up in a free and peaceful society. We go now to Dr. Yael Braudo, co-director of Women Wage Peace. She's currently near Tel Aviv. Dr. Braudo, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Well, why don't you tell me about
morning.
tell me the story here. It's great to talk to you. Now, tell me the story here of how Women Wage Peace came about.
So we were established in 2014, 9 years ago, in the aftermath of the Protective Edge Operation, the 2014 Gaza War. A couple of dozens of really courageous women, Israeli women, from all the wide variety of Israeli political spectrum. We have from the right, center, and left, and secular and religious, and Arabs and Jews. All united in one goal, reaching a peaceful agreement between the Israelis and the Palestinians to end this horrifying and long bloody conflict with the active participation of women throughout all the stages of negotiations. For the past 2 years, we're fortunate to have our sister movement, the Palestinian sister movement, named, as you said, the Women of the Sun. They were also established in the aftermath of the May 2021 events and war. And we worked together. Just to correct, our rally in Jerusalem was not last Wednesday or 2 days ago. It was 10 days ago.
Oh, okay.
9 days ago.
Okay.
Before the events, which makes it so surreal, because only on Wednesday we met together. We marched together with the signs that you said, with the slogans that they are a deep belief that mothers from both sides can unite and promote peace together, as happened in many areas, in many conflicts in history all over the world, in Liberia and Northern Ireland. And we separated on Wednesday evening, and 2.5 days later, we woke up to a new reality, unbelievable, harsh, cruel reality. So this is the case.
How heartbreaking is it to just days after you march together? How heartbreaking is it, the events of this weekend?
It is devastating. I talk to you 6 days after the event began. And of course, we're in the middle of everything because it's not over yet. We're still in war. All the Gaza border area is still at war. It's a war zone. I just came back half an hour ago from visiting my relatives from Kibbutz Be'eri. They stay in a hotel near the Dead Sea. They lost their parents in Kibbutz Be'eri, so we're still in the middle of everything. But really, it's so surreal that the things happen. So really, just after our hopeful event, I would say that although we're devastated, although we are hurting, although we're worried sick for our missing activists, and we have a mother of one of our activists, she's also missing. We're mourning our deceased ones and loved ones, but we don't give up on hope. We know now more than ever that we cannot go on fighting. We need to find a peaceful resolution to this conflict, because each round brings about another round, a harsher round. And what happened on Saturday, which was really unjustified in any sense and really horrific, it just shows that war is not the solution.
We're with Dr. Yael Braudo, co-director of Women Wage Peace. She's currently near Tel Aviv. Dr. Braudo, your movement made up of women, so many of them mothers. And of course, this weekend we just saw the worst of worst things that can happen to children, to babies. I wonder, you still sound like you've got hope for the future, but I wonder how the images that we've all seen by now impact that hope.
So again, if you asked me this question 6 days ago, I would have, I don't know if I would have answered differently, but it was much more difficult for me to answer this way. As time goes by, I am more certain that it will happen, because it happened in other areas in the war, in other conflicts in the world, and it can happen here as well. It must happen here as well. I always say that peace will eventually be reached, and a peaceful agreement will be signed. But the question is, how many people, men, women, children, elderly, young women, young men, will die until this happens? And we want this bloodshed to end. Currently, we are still really worried, and we demand the release of all kidnapped civilians and soldiers, because again, no justification for what happened, no justification for the massacre that happened, for taking hostages, dozens of hostages from their homes, and we demand their release. But as Vivian, our friend Vivian Silver, who's she's kidnapped by and kept by the Hamas now in Gaza. She always says, revenge is not an option, revenge is not a plan. Only peace can promise and ensure the security for our children, for next generations.
Over the last 6 days, have you spoken to your colleagues over at Women of the Sun, your friends and allies? Have you spoken to them, and what's the messaging you're getting from them?
So first of all, on the really personal level, because I personally work with them on a daily basis. I meet them every week or two, and they know me. I have a face. They know me. They know I lost my family. Some relatives in Kibbutz Be'eri. They know Vivian. They're really worried about her. So they sent us, they conveyed their words of empathy and worry, and also they told us we're not giving up. We're the mothers. It might take time. We will need to put so much effort into this, but we're together, and we're not giving up, because there's no other option.
I think in a week like this, a lot of people need just some sort of glimpse of hope. And I want to thank you, Dr. Braudo, for this week on this program. You've given us the most hope we've had all week. So I thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you. And please support us. Please convey the message. Please tell everyone in the world, first and foremost, free the hostages. And then promote a negotiated solution, because we deserve it. Our children deserve it.
Dr. Braudo, be safe and be well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's Dr. Yael Braudo, co-director of Women Wage Peace.